Lazy Acres, Texas. I just wanted to give you a quick update on this year's guineas that we have. They are about a month old now, and some some are a month old and some are about 2 weeks. I have one that I haven't brought into the coop with everybody because it's still getting, or it's starting to get a little bit cold at night, but I want to show you what we have and then I'll talk a little bit about them, okay? All right, here they are. So these guineas are between 2 weeks and 2.5 weeks actually, probably, and 1 month old. So you can see that one right there. I just brought her in right now, and you can see her compared to the guineas that are almost a month old. Hi guys, they're a little bit scared of the phone. They're not used to seeing the phone on them, but maybe they'll come out. These guineas are from a nest that the mom and dad had to basically abandon. They hatched a few, and none of those ones survived. It's not a very high success rate for guineas to a Keats survival rate when they are hatched by their parents and taken care of by their parents. Within 24 hours, we had lost the 3 that we allowed them to keep. We took one that seemed to be pretty bad. There were a couple of the eggs that had hatched that did not make it, and so the ants had already overtaken the nest, and so I went ahead and pulled out, I think we pulled out about 20 eggs, and of those 20 we have 10 in here, so we have a total of 11 that have made it. We had a few more hatch and they didn't make it. One weird situation that I had this year is that one of my guineas that hatched, she died within probably about 3 weeks afterwards, but one of her legs was backwards. I couldn't tell if it was dislocated or what, but I tried to do whatever I could for her, and it just wasn't enough. She couldn't stand up. She wasn't going to make it. There was no way that she would have been able to survive. I don't think at any point. She wasn't trying to stand up. She couldn't stand up. She wasn't flying around like the others. And I couldn't get her leg to go back the way it was supposed to. So we did, unfortunately, lose one. Everybody else seemed to be just fine. I had one other that I had to put pipe cleaners on to bring her legs together, and she did fine. And I thought that both of them had the same problem because they were both born within hours or a day of each other, and one of them did just fine. The other one just couldn't. And I tried several different things, and it just didn't work. But anyways, so these are them. I did notice, I want to show you guys something about them if I can. Let's see how well. I don't think you're going to be able to see it very well in here. But if you'll notice this one that's in the very front. That's in the very front. And she is, no, I didn't. She has, come on now. Okay. This one that's in the center. Maybe I can zoom in. Let's try that. No, I can't. These ones that you can see, the big ones, they all have gray heads, gray and white heads. Hopefully you can kind of see that. Now the little 3 that I added into here, like this one that's right here, she's actually got black and brown and white stripes. So she has white on the outside, then the second color is brown on both sides, and then one black stripe going down the center. And I have looked all over YouTube and the internet, trying to see if anybody has any reasons for that. I might try and tag the 3 that do have the brown on them and see if that might determine whether or not some are male or female. I'm not sure. If you know, or if you have some insight into that, I sure would love to hear from you in the comments, because I thought that's very strange, and I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But that is them. If you have any questions about guineas or anything, you can leave me a comment down in the comments section below. But those are guineas at about a week old. I'm sorry, a month old. And they are doing very, very well right now. They're happy little campers. We actually had them indoors this time for a couple weeks because I kept getting eggs out, and so it's nice to get them out, because when they get to about the little one's age, she's already starting to fly up onto the side, so it's nice to get her with everybody else. And I just had a little chick born yesterday, so I've got my one last guinea that still needs to come out here. I don't think she's quite ready. We need a couple more days, and then the nights are going to warm up again, and I'll bring her out, but she can't quite fly up yet. So as soon as she starts to fly up out of the little bin that we have them in, I will go ahead and bring her in with the rest of these, and she's going to be so excited. And I'm hoping some more chicks hatch in the meantime, so that little chickie will not be alone either. So I'll be waiting for that. But again, these are guineas at about a month of age. And they will actually, so let me go over a couple things. So they will actually stay in here for 2 more months. And at least the oldest ones. The younger ones I'll go ahead and let out when I let out the older ones. But they need to get accustomed to this is their area. Now, I have a bunch of other guineas, and I'm sure they'll be fine, but I think it'll just be best for them right now and protect them. We do have 2 dogs, and they don't usually touch the guinea, but every once in a while they might find one, and they don't kill them anymore, but they like to play with them and pull out their feathers. So we've had that happen on a rare occasion, that one of our dogs will do that. So I want to make sure that they are nice and big before I let them out. And the other guineas are rather mean to each other anyways. So once they start roosting, they'll sit up there and they'll fight for their little claimed area. And so these ones won't quite be adjusted to that yet. So I think when they get a little bit bigger. But the other guineas are already curious about these ones. We have some others that we've raised from babies, and they're kind of more the mothering type. So they like to come and hang around and watch them. But yeah, so that's it. Thank you again for joining us at Lazy Acres, Texas. And again, if you have any comments or any remarks that you'd like to make about the guineas, or some interesting facts that you know about guineas, that would be wonderful if you left them in the comments. Thanks, guys. Bye.